Hey everyone, it's Clayton with Rask Outdoors here. I am going to be doing a review on a broadhead today that I just purchased. I've been wanting to get into two-blade broadhead for a little while, mainly because of what I've read about the increased penetration of the broadheads and the flight of the broadheads. So I did some research online and I found these tooth of the arrow broadheads. I know they're 4 blades, have really good reviews. I love the fact that they're made in the USA, and just figured I'd give them a try. And so let's unpackage them, see what they look like. So here's a broadhead. And the first thing I notice is it has a thick blade profile. Much thicker than your standard broadhead. This blade is probably a 1/16 thick. The center of the broadhead is very heavy, which is I like. I think that'll increase accuracy and make it fly a little bit more like a field point. It only has a 1-inch cutting diameter, which I'm personally not too worried about. But yeah, just looking at it, the only thing that I'm wondering is how well it will perform on bone. I want to see how the steel holds up. I know on here I believe it says it is. It's high-grade carbon steel. They don't list on here the steel that it's made out of, but I wanted to give it a try and take a couple shots with it out in my yard. I'm going to take a couple shots at 50 yards, see how it flies, and then I have a deer shoulder from the last deer that I shot, just a bone. I figured I'd take these and shoot them into the deer shoulder and see what kind of damage it does to the broadhead, if any, and what kind of damage it does to the bone. So let's go give it a try. Alright, I got my 2-blade single bevel tooth of the arrow broadhead on. I'm going to take 2 shots at 50 yards to see how they fly, see how accurate they are. After these 2 shots, I'm going to go grab a deer shoulder from one of the deer I shot this year, just the bone, and I'm going to take a shot at 20 yards and see what it looks like, see how the broadhead reacts and holds up to a deer shoulder. Don't mind the chickens, by the way. The broadheads did fly great with a single bevel. Flew just like my field points. At 50 yards, there was no planing or anything. But I'm gonna go grab that deer shoulder, set it up at 20 yards, and we'll see how they do. At 20 yards, I have a deer shoulder set up against my target. I'm gonna shoot this shoulder, see how the shoulder, what kind of damage is done to the shoulder, and also see what kind of damage is done to the broadhead. So let's give it a shot and take a look. All right, so as you can see, hit the deer shoulder pretty much dead center. You can see the shoulder there, penetration, full penetration. So now I'm really close. I just want to hit the thickest part of the bone to see if there is any damage. There is no damage to the broadhead so far, shooting through the shoulder, but I want to hit the thickest part of the bone I can, see what kind of penetration I get and if there's any damage. So broke my knock off when that arrow hit. So I hit the shoulder pretty hard both times with those shots. As you can see, that is completely broken. See where the arrow hit. See where the arrow hit here. Broke the shoulder blade. The other arrow hit right here. Broke that side of the shoulder blade. The second arrow did not get as much penetration. It deflected when it hit. This one here deflected a lot when it hit. But the first one made it all the way through. I got good penetration with that arrow. So as far as penetration and everything, I'm pretty happy. I'm gonna pull these arrows out and take a look and see what the broadheads look like. Okay, so after shooting the deer shoulder with these tooth of the arrow broadheads, I brought them in, took a close look at them. This arrow was the first arrow I shot. You can see there is a small, very small nick up near the tip out of the blade, but other than that, the broadhead is still sharp. Maybe a little bit of glinting on the edge, but not much. Nothing that couldn't easily be sharpened out of it. And then the second broadhead from the second shot, there is zero glinting or marks that I can see on the broadhead. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely give these a try. I'm gonna try to take them out in late season archery and see if I can shoot a deer with them, and maybe add to this video a little bit with hopefully a deer on the ground, and see how they perform, blood trail, and everything else. So I'll definitely be giving these a try. I definitely think they're adorable broadhead, and we'll see how it goes. But if you guys could give me a like and follow, that would be awesome.